Hey guys, it's Tracy, and we're actually, two things are different about this video. We're actually recording not from my studio, but from my house. That's one. And two, I have on no makeup. None whatsoever. And I did this video this way intentionally because I wanted to talk about a deeper level. I want to talk about inner beauty. You know, I have days where I wake up and I'm not happy with the way my face looks or the way my body looks. I have insecurities too. When I'm having days like that, I always ask myself, what is my definition of beauty? What is your definition of beauty? Your definition is probably different from mine. My definition of true beauty is when not only the inside, but the outside is positive. I associate beauty with positiveness. And whether that positiveness is looking good or, you know, putting on the right foundation, or a 12-year-old who helps an old lady across the street, I think both of those examples are just as beautiful. And we get, in our society, we get so caught up in beauty as being, you know, the perfect body, the perfect face, and we don't ever think about the beauty of somebody helping out the homeless, or somebody helping out an animal, or adopting a child, or again, helping senior citizens. You know, I used to, before I became a personal trainer, when I was a teenager, my first job was working in a nursing home. And one of the things that used to bug me is that my other coworkers treated this job as if it was just, as if these senior citizens were just pawns, and like they were nothing. So many of them, you know, couldn't walk, and, you know, you have to bathe them and go as far as even to wipe them. And, you know, I did that. I did that. That was part of my job. But on the other end, at the end of the night, when, you know, everybody was in their room and watching TV or doing a crossword puzzle or just laying there, you know, the other workers would just sit in the kitchen and eat and play, you know, games with each other or do crossword puzzles or read. I would actually go around to each of the senior citizens' rooms, and with the ones that were able to talk, I would sit down and I would talk. And I learned so many cool stories just from doing that. You know, I learned about one woman, her daughter, or her granddaughter rather, was like the Miss Tennessee or something, and she competed in the Miss America pageant. I thought of it as, here are people who, some of these people had 6 and 7 children, and on Christmas, not one visit. They had 13 or 14 grandchildren, never got one call from them. And it broke my heart. I don't think it's fair for people to have the mentality, well, so-and-so is old, just let them be. That's wrong. And that's how the mentality of the people that worked at the nursing home with me, that's how their mentality was. They'd feed them, they'd bathe them, and then the heck with them. I would go around, I would talk to them, I would get to know them, and I treated them like people. And they loved when I worked. They checked the schedule. They, you know, oh, Tracy's coming in such and such a day. You know, we'd eat, you know, after food, after dinner time was, you know, bath and shower and everything like that. And then they'd go off to bed, or into their bedroom for the night rather. And that's when I came in. Knock, knock. Who is it? Tracy. Oh, come on in. And we would talk and just enjoy, just enjoying talking to these people, because they are people. And at the time, I was around 16, I think, when I started, 16 or 17, and I was talking with people who were 90. That is a huge gap. I had so much to learn from that. And I say all of this to say that that example of how I treated the people who lived at the nursing home that I worked at, that example is just as beautiful as a supermodel running or walking down the runway in a bikini with long flowing hair. Those are both beautiful. And so again, my example of beautiful is having a kind heart, a kind, gentle soul. So when it comes to beauty, it doesn't matter if you are 89 or 25. It doesn't matter, because we are all beautiful. And you know, so many times we get wrapped up in society, what society thinks we should look like. You know, well, you're white, you should get lip injections. Well, you're black, you should have your nose thinned out. Oh my God. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable. And people actually feel this way. And who says that? Who says that because I'm black, my nose should be long and thin, and if it's not, I have to get it surgically done like that? Who said that if you are Caucasian and you have really thin lips that you have to get butt fat injected into them? Who decides these rules? What do you see? And when you look in the mirror, regardless to what society says, what do you see? Do you see something that makes you happy? Are you happy with yourself? If so, stay the way that you are. Looks aren't everything, and you can feel like you're the ugly duckling. You probably aren't, but you can by having a good personality, you can create the life of your dreams. There are celebrities out there who, when they take off their makeup, and you can go online and you can type in celebrities without makeup, most people would think, that's her? That's him? Without makeup? They look like that? But how do you think they got where they are? I'll tell you, by having a good personality to back up the talent. There's so much talent out there. Just watch shows like American Idol. You can find so much talent. But what separates the good from the really successful is just that personality that you see off camera. That personality that the person listening to the radio and listening to the music might not hear, but the people who made that person who is on the radio successful, they see that great personality. So what I would like to say is being beautiful is more about your overall attitude than anything else. So you can go out and you can buy, all of the makeup you want, Lancome, Fashion Fair, Maybelline, Laneige, all of the beauty products that you want. But making sure that the one thing that you can control, because you can't control how you look. I can't control how I look when I take off the makeup. I can do things to help myself look better, like taking care of my skin, taking care of my teeth, taking care of my hair. I can do things like that. But overall, I can't control the shape of my facial features. But what I can control is how I treat people and how I treat animals. And I make it a point to treat both people and animals as best as I can. And so that is what beauty is. Beauty is how you treat others. Beauty can be how you look on the outside, but beauty is mostly how you treat others. So every day, make it a goal to make one person smile. If you make one person smile every day, in a year, that is 365 smiles that were made because of you. In your lifetime, you would have made tens of thousands of people smile just because you were alive, just because you said something to influence them.